What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Soul Food Sundays. If you are new to the channel, my name is Keita. Welcome. Thank you for joining the tribe. And to all of my oldies but goodies, I missed y'all. If you follow me on IG, you saw that last week I was at a conference, like a retreat in Destin, Florida. It was called the Divine Feminine Retreat. And when I tell y'all, I had a phenomenal time. Um, Shout out to the host, Spiritual TT and Mystic Beauty and Can and Miso, all of the ladies who were on the panel sharing their knowledge and their expertise with us. But it really wasn't even about, in its entirety, the experience that they created for us. I met some of the most phenomenal women. The fellowship was everything for me. The connection was everything for me. So, because I was so deeply engulfed in that and enjoying that, I did not bring you guys an episode of Soul Food Sundays last week. At the point where I could have been recording, I was on the beach with the girls, kicking it, soaking up the sun, listening to the waves. And to know me is to know that the beach is my happy place. So y'all just had to wait. But I am here this Sunday to bring forth a message for our highest good. We got some interesting energy kind of going on this week with the our second full moon of the month coming up, which is classified as a blue moon because it's such a rare occasion that we get two full moons in one month. We normally get one full moon and one new moon. That's just how the cycle goes. The moon is new, it goes through the other cycles, and then it becomes full, and then it goes through the cycles to becoming new again. But this month we have two full moons that have fallen in this month, which the first was the full harvest moon in Aries, which was on October the 1st. And then we have the full hunter moon in Taurus that will be on Halloween. So you guys be mindful of that. I actually have an awesome article that I found that has some really good information about the kind of energy that those new moons or have been those full moons are ushering in for us, just so that you understand how to better navigate that energy and use it to the best of your ability in terms of your healing and manifesting and the work that you're doing on yourself. We got a lot of planets in retrograde right now. I know Mercury is in retrograde, so if you have some exes popping up or just some unfinished business that may resurface, that is possibly why. I know during Mercury retrograde, people have a lot of car accidents and technology gets really like wonky. So you just want to be careful and mindful. If you have some presentations or things like that, you want to make sure you got you some backup. If your internet acting stupid, it may very well be that because Mercury is in retrograde, and Mercury is the planet that controls. Um, Mercury is the planet that controls our communication, all forms of communication. So you want to be mindful of that for sure. But we are going to move forward into the message. If you're interested in the astrological goings on, I'll put the link to that Moon Omens article breaking down how all of this cosmic energy may be affecting what we have going on in our day to day. I'll put that down in the description box. I also put a card on your screen so that you can check out the episode I did recently. I think it was within like the past month or so, about sacred convergence. The card that came out was sacred convergence, which meant that we would find and be connected with soul family and soul tribe. And when I tell you, through that divine feminine retreat I have, I don't know what kind of experiences you guys have been having since that reading, but I'm going to link that episode also, so that you can check that out, because I know for me personally that has come to fruition. So you know how we do at Turquoise Majesty. We are going to pray and thank God, and then we are going to ask for the best message for our highest good as we move forward. This week we're going to be bringing a message from the guidance oracle cards. It's These messages are not necessarily specific to male or female. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So if you are a male viewing this video, take the message as a way to better balance your feminine side with your masculine side, because in order to be whole, healthy individuals, we have to do so. As a female, I have to make sure that my masculine side and my feminine side are in balance with one another. Make sure that energy is in alignment. So I got to make sure I'm being logical and using my head, and I'm bringing things to fruition, and taking action, as well as considering how emotion is playing a part, and nurturing plays a part in the things I want to bring into fruition. That is balancing your masculine and feminine energy. So as we move forward, we're going to come from the goddess guidance, and then I'm going to clarify with the moonology oracle cards, since we have some intense moon energy coming in for us. Also, before we go into prayer, let me say shout out to the Scorpios. I consider myself part of the Scorpio family, considering that I have 5 Scorpio placements in my chart, which is called a stellium. So I have a Scorpio stellium, so it's gang with the Scorpios, even though I am an Aries sun. So shout out to the Scorpios. Happy birthday to you all. And we're just going to go ahead and get into it. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, we come to you first and foremost to tell you thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your light. Thank you for the provisions that you have given us, have provided for us. We thank you for providing direction for us during these troubled times. We thank you for each and every individual, each and every experience that you have used to bring us closer to your love and light, dear God. And now we just ask that you bring forth the best messages for our highest good as we move into a new week as a collective. What is in store? What messages do you have for us as a collective as we move into a new week? We thank you eternally. Amen. So let's see here. We're going to start with seeing what the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, what message they have for us. And then we'll clarify with the moonology. And I'm not taking no reversals because I think I got this deck upside down anyway. So Spirit, what message do you have for us for this week? Oh my God. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we'll go ahead and call that on out, because I intuitively knew this card was going to come out in some shape, form, or fashion. Endings and beginnings. Goddess Kali. The old must be released so that the new can enter. We are definitely, and have been all the way up until this point. I think 2021 has just been that year where we are definitely being urged to end some things to make room for some new things. And Kali is that goddess or deity that you would call on and work with in order to do so, because from what I hear, mama don't play. Like, if you're working with Kali on some things, she's going to come through and wipe the slate clean so that you can nurture and manifest something new. And that doesn't always look or feel good. We all know endings can be very painful. It's all a matter of acceptance, taking the time out to grieve whatever that ending is. We just have to put things in their place. And if you understand that that ending is making room for a new beginning, then you're better able to deal with it. So whatever message comes out with the cards that have fallen out here, and we got plenty, it's all relative to endings and new beginnings. And then the top card, just for the sake of transformation. And that's all endings and new beginnings are. You're ending something and you're beginning something when you're in a cycle of transformation. And this is Butterfly Maiden. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So within this week and going forward, because we all know that energy is fluid and time is an illusion. So in this week or going forward from this week, there's some transformative energy amongst us. It has been for quite some time. That is requiring that we embrace ending some things so that we can really allow some new things to unfold in our lives. And it says, you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Y'all quit fighting against the changes that God is trying to bring about in your life. Whether it's a job or relationship, some old habits, whatever it is, let it go. Let it go. Release it. I mean, you can sit with it long enough to grieve it, reflect on it, kind of think on what purpose it served for you. But ultimately, you have got to let some of this stuff go. Past hurts. For me, we did a exercise at the retreat, and we were all wrote on a balloon what we wanted to release. And for me, it was releasing the old narrative of my life and rehearsing the who did what's and the pain of my story. Like, I just want to move forward with a clean slate, having taken those lessons from those things that have occurred, people who hurt me, things of that nature, lessons that I've learned, move forward with that and create a new story. So I'm open to new beginnings. And the first card immediately coming to my attention is Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. We have to stay focused on our intention. Keep the goal in mind, and don't allow yourself to be distracted. The image here, she has a bow and arrow. You know, if you've ever seen a movie or work with a bow and arrow or hell, a gun, anything, you got to keep your eye on your target in order to hit your mark. And you have to keep trying. You won't always get it the first time, but the more focused you are, the better of a chance you have to bring that meeting their target to fruition. So we want to keep that in mind also as we are experiencing endings and new beginnings as well as transformation. There may be some things going on as it relates to your home, because we have Vesta, home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy chaos or a healthy change in the occupants. I don't know where I got chaos from. That's what happened when you try to read the card sideways. But yeah, some things at your address or some things within you, because your body is also a home, are changing. And it may be because there's something going on with your home, with the individuals in your home. But it's saying here that it's a healthy change. So that may very well be the transformation or the ending and beginning that you all are facing in this week or in the weeks to come. Don't fight it. Whatever the change is, you got to step out on faith. You got to have courage and allow it to unfold. And for me, home is my sanctuary. So if you got some situations, some of you where you're not happy at home, you're not at peace at home, you're not comfortable at home, whether it be the decor or the way stuff is set up, or the house just falling apart, the people in it getting on your nerves, whatever the case, in order to have the peace that you're seeking, you need to do something different as it relates to your home, even if that's a move. And I'm going to try to pronounce this right. I think it's Ichel, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. There are so many of us out here with the potential to serve as a healing channel and to do the work of God, and that does not always look the same for all of us. We all can bring our spiritual gifts into different spheres of our lives and to incorporate it with our different talents, but some of us are sleeping on it. And so maybe this week, through focus intention, you can better get acquainted with what that is and your healing power, the healing power that is within you. And if you don't know what that is, pray about it. Talk to God, talk to your spirit guides and your ancestors. Ask them to give you guidance in that direction, which way you should go. If you're like me and you came up with a traditional religious background of going to church, honey, I taught Sunday school, sung in the choir, alto, shout out to the altos. And when I came into being a more spiritual being, which I've always been, but when that increased for me, opposed to taking part in religious practice, I didn't know which way was up, but what I turned to was meditation, reading, studying, and just trying to put myself intentionally into positions where I was around more like-minded people so that I could nurture that side of me and do whatever it is that God has in his will for me to do. So the next message is Pele, divine passion. Real Scorpio energy out here. You see all that fire and looks like a volcano erupting, and she's just reveling in all of that. It says, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? There are some things that through focus and intention, through making your divine healing power a bigger priority in your life, that are connected to your life's passion. So right now I see passion and purpose all over this reading. And in some way it relates to someone's home life. So that's something that you guys should definitely reflect on. And it says start delegating. Like I said, with the divine healing power, if you don't know what that is, start delegating. Green Tara, it says ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So if you're familiar with Green Tara or you are not, I mean, if you're not, you can Google her, research her. There's a lot of information out there on Green Tara and the purpose that this deity serves. But you want to ask your spirit guides or the people around you to help you to meet your goals. Or if there's some people in your home, you need help with the cleaning, you need more help with the bills, you're overburdened. Don't sit there and take all of that on your own. Ask for help. Ask God for help. Ask whoever is around that could be of service to you. Don't allow your ego and your pride to hold you back from all that God has in store for you, because God is trying to bring in some new beginnings and some transformation for you, but you are not required to do it all alone. And it's actually not an act of self-care or self-love to put all of that on yourself when you have help available. That's actually very damaging. We always got somebody or something around to assist us. We're never alone. And so the last card, a deity in which I am very connected with, in love with, to the point where I have a tattoo of this goddess on my arm, because she represents everything that I stand for and embody and value, and that is fairness. Mayat, or Mat, some people pronounce it differently, represents fairness. As you can see, she has the scale here, and a dove, which represents peace and gentleness, and white feathers, lots of doves actually all around. Mat being a Egyptian goddess that represents truth, justice, harmony. Actually, I forgot how many these, I think it's 42 principles of Mat are said to be what the 10 Commandments were modeled after. So that's something worth looking into. But here she's saying that you want to seek fairness in a situation. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Whatever is going on for you, whatever it is that you are focused on this week or in the upcoming weeks, you want to make sure that things are being handled in a fair manner, and not only fair to others but fair to you. I cannot stress enough how important it is that we advocate for ourselves. So you want to make sure that you're not only doing what's in the best interest of those around you, but also for yourself. It is quite all right to put yourself first and make sure that your needs are met, because at the end of the day, you cannot give from an empty cup. So with that being said, I hope this message has found you guys well. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to clarify with the Moonology cards. And then we're going to wrap it up, because we do want to see how this moon energy may be playing into this message. Up. Two of them. They just stuck together. It's time to release negativity. If you have some negativity going on within yourself or in your home, you want to let that go. By any means necessary, you have got to protect your peace, and you want to make sure that your home is your sanctuary. And so, whatever negativity is, whether it be your own negative self-talk or the people around you or the circumstances or the environment that you're in, you want to release that. And like I said, don't let pride get in the way. Open your mouth. Ask for what it is that you need, even if it's space, if it's resources, whatever it is that you need, a listening ear, some understanding, some compassion, some money, some help, manpower, whatever you need. Don't let your pride keep you from asking for what it is that you need. At the bottom of the Moonology deck here is take time to breathe out. Before you get into any of this, make sure you take time to breathe out and meditate on your next move. And at the top of the deck, we have surrender to the divine. Allow God's will to be done and to unfold in your life. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it, because God is in control. Now, we're done. That's it. The message has been brought forth. I hope that it found you all well. I hope that it is going to help you as you make moves throughout this week. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out. My contact information is going to be found in the description box below. And before I let you guys go, I will be putting out a episode of Co-Creating where I will be doing a brief review of Vernon Howard's book, The Mystic Path to Cosmic Powers. I can't wait to do that. That will be on or before October 31st because I try to do that monthly, and the month is almost gone. So look forward to that. If you have not already, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment should you feel the need to. If you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to email me and we can set that up so we can take a personal look, a more in-depth look into your situation and come up with some strategies to better help you navigate that. But in the meantime and in between time, honey, y'all have a blessed one. Peace.